Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Explosive Podcast with your hosts, Michael and Patrick.
R2-D2's probably got a built-in fleshlight. Like,
I'm gonna pass out, Mike. I'm getting lightheaded.
in your response, you grabbed his bag and threw it under the work truck, and it took him 5 minutes to go get it. And then his response back was to throw a Papa John's breadstick at you. But not only did it miss you, it almost hit me, and we lost it behind the work desk.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we could never find it ever again. And remember, you can pleasure yourself with R2-D2.
Screw you, Mike.
How's it going, all? We are live once again with the two Jack Bottoms, Mike and Patrick.
Yeah, we are.
Another little glorified, y'all are flabbergasted.
I'm, I don't know if it's flabbergasted's the right word, or...
Hi, Dan. Hi, Diesel Man. Hi, Marbles.
All right, boys, I'm just going to come right out and say it. One of our shorts got removed today, and it got removed because it violates YouTube's violent criminal organization policy.
Yep.
Now, ask me how that makes any sense.
Michael, he was making some really grainy videos in a cave, so
I didn't know such a thing.
now it was one of our little clips where he made a probably an inappropriate comment, and a year later they saw the video and they're like, nope, we're not having this, and kicked it out.
Yeah, the short is over a year old. It was like 14 months old.
Man, what happens?
So it means somebody reported that. That's what that means. Somebody 14 months down the road decided to report that clip.
Yeah, we're looking at you, Diesel Man. No, I'm just kidding. They want to see your dog, Michael. Well, hopefully
he's eating right now.
Hopefully the appropriate one.
Well,
yeah.
He's eating right now. Let him eat.
I mean, it is what it is. How was the Kevin James convention? Lot of lookalikes. It was hard to really find the actual Kevin James that was among it. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. Everybody had white shirts and mustaches on.
I was more gonna be like, did Crystal figure out which one was the real you?
After about 3 nights.
Wow, she went through a lot of Kevin James in those 3 nights.
There was a lot of on top kind of stuff going on. She was tired. By the time that I found her, or by the time she found me, I was sitting in the bar just like worried. All disheveled.
She wanted some sloppy toppy.
Yeah, gross. So yeah, I guess maybe Diesel Man might know. So Diesel Man, you stream on YouTube, right?
No, I think he just makes videos.
Or does he just do the videos and not streaming? Okay, well, never mind. I don't know. Let me know if there's an ad on this freaking video that we're doing. If you guys see,
he's got premium.
Somebody might not have premium.
Maybe a couple other people.
All right, so what are we talking about tonight? What hot topic do we need to discuss and bring to the table?
Let me think of something.
I have a question for you, Mike.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you or have you ever stayed in a bed and breakfast?
A bed and breakfast?
Yeah, you know, one of those places that like are owned by an actual family or maybe an old couple, and they rent out a room for the night, and then you wake up and then maybe make you breakfast. Would you ever stay in one?
I've never stayed in one, but I've eaten at one. So, like, we stopped to have breakfast at a bed and breakfast.
You can just do that?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. They had like literally it was like I think they only had like 8 rooms in their house, but they had a large area that was for the restaurant part of it. And I mean, it was large, but not as large like a normal restaurant. But it was pretty nice. They had really good biscuits and gravy.
Okay. I would be afraid of staying in one of like hidden cams or something like that, because you never know. You don't ever know.
So you've been watching those Airbnb stories, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I've seen a few of them, but I mean, you gotta admit though, it's a little weird.
So okay, the problem with the Airbnb thing is like these people are being too nosy. So like, I can understand. Okay, it's your private property, so you want to keep an eye on it and make sure no one's destructive or whatever. Blah blah blah. That's fine. Okay, I can understand that. In my opinion, though, I think the most you should do is get a Ring doorbell, because putting cameras inside, like, even though it's your property, it's also an invasion of privacy. Especially when these Airbnbs, whenever they these people do this stuff, they have to sign basically like a not a waiver, but like a contract when you sign up for one of these places. And in it, it like states in their policies that your privacy will not be invaded. So if these people that put cameras up in here, you're already breaking your own contract that you're making with
Jesus, mobiles.
God, mobiles, mobiles.
But I mean, like, though, you got to know, because I've watched the movies and stuff, but like that there might be cameras that are hidden behind a mirror or like in a toilet or something like that. And that's what would freak me out, because like, I kind of expected a little bit going into like a hotel or a motel or something like that there might be something there, but I feel like that I've got less of a chance of something being there than if I go into some old couple's B&B. It just I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get drugged sometimes. I don't know if I could ever actually stay in somebody's B&B.
I don't think you would get drugged, but yeah, there would probably definitely be a camera in the shower.
Crystal has a friend that comes up, and she would stay in a B&B instead of like bothering us or whatever, which is fine. She's got the money to do it, but she'd stay in a B&B, over the weekend or whatever while she was here. I couldn't do it, man. What? So was the 3 trillion, might have been billion, can't remember, dollars that we were misplaced the day before?
Oh no, he's getting in the September 11th conspiracy.
Let's not. Mike could go on and on about how he's got a conspiracy theory about it.
We just got community guidelines. Even though we got falsely not falsely, but we got wrongly community guidelines, because I don't know. YouTube can't handle edgy humor, I guess. You've always said that I was going to be the one that makes a comment that was going to get us in trouble, and it came out to being you. Yeah, it's okay, Mike. It's so stupid. But like I said, it lasted for a year. It was there for over a year.
Patrick's dad's Knuckles lore.
I don't know the true story behind that either. Or is it just something that Justin just started? Or what?
Well, see, my dad's worked a lot with his hands throughout the years, factories and stuff like that. So after a while, arthritis, I would guess, would start to set in, and those joints would start to expand. And
so his hands look like the Undertaker's? Have you the reason why the Undertaker wears those gloves? Like, you've seen the Undertaker's gloves, right?
Yeah.
It hides like how not straight he can make his fingers.
So was he like just a habitual masturbator? Like, if he wasn't wrestling or sleeping, he was beating it? Is that what?
No, it was. So like when you're wrestling stuff, you're grabbing for stuff, you're jamming your fingers all the time. Just years of jamming your fingers over and over and over again, it like makes your fingers just crooked. So like what was it? It was something. A younger wrestler said that he was training with the Undertaker, and he messed up on a suplex or something, and it resulted in a partial injury to the person he was doing the move with. And
Okay.
the Undertaker saw it, and after he saw it, he went like with his bent fingers, like, "Come here, boy." and then he labeled it out.
Justin says Michael breaks zippers a lot at work. What?
I have
What?
not broken a zipper on my pants in
Oh,
years.
so this is a thing. Okay.
Yes. So there was a couple times. This was so here lately. The pants they've been giving us at work have actually held up pretty well. But there was one time I literally went through 2 pairs in 2 days where the zipper just straight up broke. I don't know why. It just straight up broke. One of them, the zipper just flew off. The one of them, the zipper literally just flew off. Don't know why. So
He had a raging boner, and he's like,
So to fix my fly, I had to take a stapler and staple the two things together. So like there's just literally like just you would look down at my crotch and there's 3 staples all nicely lined up with each other, holding back.
"Oh, Mike, you just made the first video on our next intro."
I bet.
11:37. All right, there we go. We're all ready. And I got to remember to keep that pen away from me, because if I don't, I'm just going to start clicking on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody in our chat said anything about the clicking. I am shocked. Because like that was the first thing I noticed was like how much you were clicking. And I was just like, how come no one said anything? Like, that's so obvious. And at first I thought it was me. I thought it was my headset was messed up. So I even switched browsers and replayed that portion of the stream, and it was playing off the other browser. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah.
This clicking. If you listen to the end, I'm just sitting there clicking that pen constantly, and it's a freaking idiot. That's all I am, is a freaking idiot.
Yeah, we all are, though. Like, all of us,
It's okay.
every single one of us is idiots. And what I've noticed, too, is what's happening, too, is your microphone's picking it up, but, like, I'm not hearing it on my end on Discord, because the Discord is, like, slightly compressing your audio to meet my end.
Okay.
So it's, like, it's cutting out that background noise for me, but your microphone's still hot, and it's, like, going through, it's being picked up by OBS, and because of that, it's you can hear it
Well,
because you're it's just a Discord thing.
It is.
Trust
it
me.
is.
I think that's also why, like, when you guys ask me to scream and stuff, it cuts my screaming out, because it's like, according to Discord, because like when I do it on OBS, it's getting all of it like through my microphone when I'm just shouting.
Which I don't get that, but all right, whatever.
But no, they do it. It's kind of like a software thing with them.
I got you, you penis hole. All right. What do you
Yes, sir.
think about? What do you think about players using steroids in sports? Since you're real big into football and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a football game on right now. I'm watching the Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings, and right now, in the last 2 minutes, there's been 4 fumbles, 2 on each team. They can't hold on to the ball at all. They probably need steroids so they can hold on to the ball.
Do you think that would you have a problem if players used steroids?
I do. I actually. So, a perfect example. You don't. This name that I'm about to say, you don't. I have a feeling you have no idea who this is. Barry Bonds. Does that name sound familiar to you?
Yes, it does sound familiar to me.
Okay, perfect example. Dude, when he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, real scrawny guy. He was a good ball player, don't get me wrong. He was really good. He was a really good ball player. And then in the middle 90s, he suddenly got really, really huge and bulky.
I wonder why.
Out of the blue. And like I said, he was already a good player to begin with. And then he just became stronger. And because he became stronger, he started flicking home runs over the wall like they're nothing, like with no issue. He was already, and the sad part too is before this point, he was already averaging almost 40 home runs a year. And then as soon as he could start doing that, he was hitting. Well, he holds the record for the most home runs hit in a single season, and he holds the record for most home runs hit in a lifetime.
Okay.
But he was doping during the latter half of his career. He was on steroids. And, you know, and like, to me, in my honest opinion, those people that, you know, that went through and were doing that, like, I do believe they should be branded as cheaters because they are giving themselves a 100% competitive advantage. And they're you know, they're trying, and also it has another big effect too, is because these guys are playing at this high level on these steroids. It also affects them monetarily because they're going to get paid as a huge superstar,
Right.
and the drugs were the thing that made him the big superstar. So it's like, okay, so now they're getting paid at top dollar for it too. So it's like it has an effect both ways. And to me, it's like not only that, it has a future effect too, because somebody who's not doping, for example, now they have, if they put up similar numbers, now they have to be paid that amount that the doping guy was just paid. So now it inflates the huge, like the money market in sports, like, greatly.
Yeah, but I mean, though, okay, so you know the thing is there are gonna be guys that do it, like Bonds, because was it Mark McGuire that back in the day he was doing the I don't know if Sammy Sosa was doing it or not, but I know
he was
he doing it. I know they were doing that home run, trying to see who could hit the most home runs.
1998, yep, 1998,
and then they found out because like they broke the record, but they put like an asterisk or something like that beside.
There's no asterisks. They've never decided to put an asterisk or anything.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
No, it's just more like it is straight. It's more of a what journalists do. Journalists are the ones putting the asterisks in there, but in the record books there is no asterisks.
Okay, so they just squarely beat the record regardless. Do you consider Viagra a performance enhancing drug? When you're in my boots, yes.
Yes, for Patrick, it is definitely performing enhancing. Even though sad part is, even with it, he still doesn't perform. So this is true. But I also am using drugs, legal counter or doctor prescribed drugs. There we go. I kept wanting to say illegal. I was having a hard time not saying illegal. I'm an illicit drug user.
No, just prescribed. But I think it would be freaking awesome, dude, if they made it to where all the sports and the football players or whoever are all on steroids. You know how much more exciting that game would be? Like, a pass doesn't get completed, and all of a sudden the freaking quarterback rips somebody's head off. You know what that would do for, like, your fantasy leagues?
Yeah, your people would be dying on the football field.
You know what'd be freaking cool?
No, so you say that, but the biggest drawback is So have you ever? There's another fumble! Oh my god! This game sucks.
See,
anyway.
Now at that point, Tony Danza or whoever's the quarterback would have gotten up and probably busted through the stands, tore arms and legs off of people, went over there and dry humped the coach, and then pushed the mascot's head in his ass.
So, do you know who Brock Lesnar is?
Yeah, he's the I know. He's the fighter that went to WWE.
So he was a WWE wrestler at first, and then he became a football player. Then he went to MMA fighting. Then he came back to WWE, went back to MMA, came back to the WWE.
I only know of the WWE, or I only know the MMA to WWE.
Okay. So he was major doping. Major
You
doping.
could tell.
So he was like really doped up and stuff, and it had an adverse effect. So the effect that literally steroid usage has on these guys, like, yeah, they get big and bulky, but when he came back to WWE, he didn't speak ever because like, and the only time he did, so like they had Paul Heyman. You remember who Paul Heyman is?
Oh, the name sounds familiar. I probably do when I'd seen.
He worked with the Undertaker and Kane a lot.
Yeah,
he was
I know.
literally like, I forget exactly what he was, but yeah, he worked with them a lot. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of the wrong dude. I'm thinking of the creepy dude. No, Paul Heyman is like a representative for in the whole fictional part of it, like the storytelling. He's a representative for a lot of the wrestlers. He was Brock Lesnar's mouthpiece And then the only time that I ever heard Brock Lesnar speak on a mic, he grabbed the mic from Paul Heyman and he goes, "I'll see you at SummerSlam!" And I was like, what the fuck happened to your voice, bro?
He's got a high-pitched voice because of the...
Yeah, because of the steroids.
He literally... I mean, okay, so it's the steroids literally like dump testosterone in your body, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't testosterone help drop your voice? Like, see, that's what I don't understand. I know that like using steroids, there's like a thing about shrinking your genitals and stuff like that. But I mean,
so testosterone has an effect on your muscles. It's more so your muscles than anything else. Well, because you have muscles in your neck, they're going to constrict on your vocal cords. So like
I get that.
You're pumping up. You're getting real big boy. Through your steroids in your muscles. Oh, look at me, I'm a big strong boy. And then your neck muscles get tighter and tighter and tighter, and then they wrap around your neck like this. It's like, that is my voice.
I love that voice of yours, Mike. Don't ever lose it.
I lost it when I had COVID.
You get it back.
It took a couple days after I got better to get it back.
I still think that they should have at least two leagues. How about one professional where there's no steroid use, and then another one where everybody just roid rages the F off? Like, it doesn't matter.
I think they used to do that. They used to do stuff like that. They used to have...
on Mike? Yes, I'm hitting on Mike Diesel.
They used to do that, I think. They used to have you had your super serious league, then you had a real off the cuff league that it didn't matter. Oh, by the way, there's the dog.
I couldn't see. He blended in with the couch.
He's looking right. He's looking at my finger right now.
The only reason I can see him is because I'm pretty sure he's smiling.
No, that's just he's got white on his face. He's an old boy.
Oh, does he have white on his face, Mike? You gross fuck.
He's old, all right? He's gonna be 10 in February. He's old. He's an old boy. Look at him. He is smiling. He's panting right now.
Is he getting ready to start growling? He's like, quit talking about me.
No, he loves it. He loves being talked about. He is like a real... He's like a proud little peacock. Like a lot of times, like when you sit there and you praise him, you talk about him, you're like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" He becomes like a big proud dog.
All right, whatever. All right.
Anyways, okay, yeah, separate leagues. So I'm surprised that you didn't know this, but at one point there was a lingerie football league.
Ooh.
It was women
dressed
in. It was like women dressed in Victoria's Secret lingerie, and like literally all they wore were helmets, knee pads, shoulder pads, and wore lingerie. And these girls had to play tackle football. And these girls were like, I've seen some clips. These girls were tougher than any male football player I've ever seen.
God, man.
And they wore less. Like they wore less protection. Like these girls, like they absolutely annihilated each other. Like I'm talking like big heavy hits. And then imagine, so like you're going to go take a tackle. So like when you tackle somebody, a lot of them, like in the NFL, for example, their shoulder pads, they also have a chest thing that comes down here that kind of covers their midsection a little bit so they don't take like a straight up gut shot. These girls didn't have any of that. It was literally just shoulder pads. That's all they had. It stopped here at the shoulder. Everything else was uncovered. I watched one of these clips where this girl like laid into a tackle, like shoulder pad to this girl's exposed midriff. Bam! And like she folded back like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she. You know what's crazy? After that tackle, she got up, took a few breaths, got back into the huddle. And like in the NFL, that would happen. He's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the sideline. Oh, I'm knocked out. Oh," and she was just like, "Okay, we're good."
So let me ask you, Mike, with that female league, instead of a football, was it a turkey? And at each field goal, there was an oven that they had to get that turkey in to cook for their husband.
That's sexist.
And then they can't make it, and they're like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be home soon. Hide the toys, kids. Dad's not gonna be happy."
No.
I'm sorry, I had to. I don't believe in roles like that. Okay, don't cancel us for that.
Patrick, we do not live in the 1940s anymore.
You might not.
You can't say that women are only good for the kitchen.
You might live in the 1800s.
Hell, in your case, your woman isn't even good in the kitchen. You have to cook for her.
Whatever. She makes most of the dinners. Like I had soup. I had chicken broth last night. All right, it was good. It wasn't warmed up, but still, it was good. I had to open the can, but it was still good.
See, in your house, the roles are reversed. All right, you're the one that has to stay pregnant and stay in the kitchen.
What do you mean I gotta stay pregnant? How does that work, Mike?
I don't know. Crystal probably makes it work somehow.
Let me go ahead and carry that other baby for you. Deleted user. You're right. They ain't just cooks anymore. They're dish. Dear God.
Oh God. I will say that, Patrick, Crystal does strike me as the kind of woman that when she was pregnant with your kids, that would look at you like if you said something as a joke, she would look you dead in the face and be like, "You carry this child in your gut."
No. She was actually really cool. You know all those movies and stuff that you see all the women when they're giving birth and they're like screaming at the husband. They're like, "You did this to me." No, she wasn't like that. I had her laughing a little bit right after she gave birth. I asked the doctor to put in a couple more stitches to make it tighter.
God.
And then, like, right when the baby came out, I think I told her that he has her mustache. Oh my gosh! No, we get along real well. There's not a lot of that. See, like when I watch those videos of like the husband and the wife, they don't really want to be around each other. I don't get that. I don't have that. That's not my relationship. Like we're with each other. We've been married. What is it? 17 years now. I think in September. Jesus Christ! It's almost less than 10 days is our anniversary.
Hawkinson got me a touchdown.
Let's talk about current the political economy of Africa.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't. What is it? Like, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all almost had me, Diesel.
Are we going to the Sahara? Are we going to the Savannah? Where are we going? I wouldn't know.
We're both trying to shadily move around certain areas.
They ran out of water again.
Why don't they just move to a place with water?
Well, Patrick, you gotta remember half the continent is a huge ass desert.
So, okay. I watched a video. I watched a video where there was a community of people there, and they had to have their kids walk like 5 miles each way to where there was water to bring the water back. Every day. Why not move there to where the water's at?
Well, it's probably not. It's not habitable. That could be. You ever think of that?
Is there any part of Africa that's not South Africa that's habitable?
I mean, I'm sure there are, but like, okay, Patrick,
Egypt has a desert and a couple of pyramids. I don't see a point.
Okay, perfect example, all right? The savannah, all right? The savannah is wide open, everything else. There's pockets of water here and there. You know, the savannah would not be a bad place to live in, but if you live in it, you're going to be naturally upsetting the habitat of animals that live in it. So it's like you can't live in it because, you know, you're taking stuff away from nature. You can't just do that.
And humans have never done that before.
I mean, humans have done that a lot, but like at least I just clipped you guys and put it on Discord. Uh-oh.
We're in trouble.
Oh, no.
But seriously though, like I know there's been a lot of comments and a lot of people like jokes. Like, why? Okay, they're already living in a certain area. I get that, but if your main goal of the day is to walk 10 miles just to get clean water, then perhaps you're doing something wrong. Just saying.
Or maybe they don't have a car. Did you ever think about that?
All they have to do is pick up their stuff and walk and move and then sit down. I mean, it's not like It's not like it's in a gated community.
I mean, Patrick, you try living on a riverbank and tell me how it goes for you.
I'd love to. I can't afford it. You know why?
Are you sure?
Because river property is expensive here. You know why? Because it's running water.
Okay? You want to know what? You know what I have to say about that? I don't think you could survive on a riverbank. You know why?
What?
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes do suck.
You would walk outside and you would get eaten alive, and then you would come back inside and be like, I don't want to go back outside anymore.
I barely go outside anyway, so I don't really see.
I know, it's why you're so white.
That's racist. Love you, Mike. Hold on. Nope, that's got to be another one. What time is this?
I don't know.
Oh, God. This one's probably not going to be one I could put on. Because you're white.
You still haven't done the shorts of us in our Star Wars takes yet.
I tried to look in there. I know it's in there somewhere. I'm just going to have to rewatch the whole entire thing over just to find where you're going off about Kylo or Anakin. Anakin. About him being a little bitch.
You started it, though.
I know. I didn't realize how long we were talking about Star Wars last time.
For about a half hour.
Yeah, we were talking for a while.
Yeah, we were.
All right, Mike. All right. What do you do to relax? What is your ultimate relax?
I play video games.
I mean, yeah.
So my ways of relaxing are play video games or lay in bed, watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But usually me laying in bed watching YouTube videos usually results in me passing out in like 5 seconds.
Okay, well, I know you read a lot of manga.
I don't read any manga.
Okay, Mike. You just look at the pictures. I got you.
I don't even read the manga.
You told me you have like 100 different manga novels.
No. I have 5 mangas. That's it. Just volumes. 5 volumes. That's it. And then I have all those light novels, but I haven't read them any. I've been so busy, I haven't picked them up and started reading them again. I've been way too busy.
All right.
I'm about to even be more busy. Now, I'm gonna see you at work this weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be really weird.
Yeah, we're going on the roof, big boy. You better be.
I think you're just wanting to do it.
No, we have to do it.
I don't have to do nothing.
But we have to do it. I'm checking the weather right now. You better hope it's bad weather this weekend.
It's probably
otherwise
nice.
You're screwed.
I ain't screwed. I go up there to that place every month unless I can't.
Well, you haven't in like 3 months.
This month and last month.
Why? Okay. Oh, it's going to be... Well, it looks like Saturday's going to be best day. It's going to be thunderstorming Sunday. So Saturday, it's going to be real nice. It's going to be 75 degrees.
Probably won't be able to go up Saturday. I'll probably be too busy doing something.
No, busy doing what?
I don't know. I'll find
Playing with your
something.
dick?
Why go on the roof? Mike wants to go up on the roof and perform sexual activities with me alone on the roof.
So, Diesel Man, at work we have these things called responsibilities that Patrick has been skirting for the past few months, and Justin has told me that it is my job to make sure that Patrick stops skirting on his duties anymore.
I don't believe that one bit. That just sounds like something you said.
Well, get ready to see me for 11 weeks, mother trucker.
Yeah, gonna be a while.
Yeah. As long as you schedule the spot, I think you're good.
As long as you scheduled the spot, I think you're good. What? We probably said something, and I don't remember what it was.
I'm assuming he means the spot on the roof.
Ah.
A secluded spot.
Oh, there's plenty of those for us. Mike's really gonna give it to me.
Yeah, where's my nightstick? I'm gonna really give it to you then.
Spicy activities on the roof.
Sodomize you with a nightstick.
God, that would hurt.
You think it would hurt?
I don't want nothing big, black, and hard around me. All right.
Oh my god.
You talking about sodomizing me with a nightstick, Mike? You keep that piece of wood away from me.
Now I really just want to buy you a dildo for Christmas.
Why? Why do you want to buy me a dildo?
So
Yeah.
every
God.
year, do I not? Every year I do something right to mess with you during the holidays. Let's see, what was it? One year I got you that Hodor door stopper. There was another year I got you that short bus, and I said that this is a reminder of the bus you took to school every day.
Somebody took that. I don't know what happened to that thing. Somebody it was gone. I don't know.
And then I'm trying to think, what else have I gotten you that was funny?
Oh God, the Hodor, the bus. What else was there?
Oh, the what is it? Repairing your circumcised penis book.
Oh my God, yes. But,
you still have that thing, right?
Somewhere in here, yeah, I do. Have you guys seen the new Adam Shop items? I plan on buying them. What? I think so, but which ones particular are you talking about?
We haven't done anything Fallout 76 related in months. I don't even know what's going on with that game. I thought it was a dead game now.
No, there's still people playing it. I get on there about every Tuesday and look at the items to see if there's something that I want to buy. I was kind of upset that they had they packaged items I wanted with a lot of items I didn't.
See, I thought I thought after Starfield came out, it was just gonna die.
Yeah, I've talked about Starfield. I'm not really gung ho on Starfield. When
The
are you gonna
sad
start
part
playing
is,
it, Mike?
I really don't know, because I look at the game, right? I look at I've watched some people play the game, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting. But to me, it just looks just like Skyrim in space, or Fallout in space, basically. And I'm just kind of like, do I want to dedicate my time into this when I'm already dedicating so much of my time in these two other games that I play? And it's like, what do I do? I don't really know what to do.
That's why you dedicate the time for the stream. See,
True. But also, so I haven't been able to stream here lately because I've been so flippin' busy.
we'll quit being busy.
I can't help it.
We're about to be into winter time here soon, so we won't be able to go outside regardless.
Well, you don't go outside to begin with anyway.
You leave me alone. I'm an introvert, or an extrovert, or a pervert. One of the verts.
I'm an introvert too, but I'm like, most of the time on my weekends, I'm actively outside.
Yeah,
Like,
but do you
typically, so this is how my Fridays go, okay? Typically, I mow on Friday. I'm supposed to stream at 7 p.m., but it's not been able to happen here lately because I mow, right? And then me and Justin have to go grocery shopping later in the evening, and it's been getting later and later and later and later and later when we go grocery shopping, which is mostly his fault. And then
he's not here to defend himself, Mike.
and then the other things I do on Fridays too, I do stuff like I work in the yard. I do other, whatever I need to get done that, because I have the motivation from, I just worked on Thursday. So I use my Fridays to keep my work motivation going and just basically get all that done. And then evening rolls around. I'm like, all right, Justin, let's go grocery shopping. Blah, 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 blah. And then, and then 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock rolls around. And he's like, all right, let's go. It's like, mother trucker, we needed to go forever ago. Now I can't stream. It's too late.
Michael helps to homeless on Fridays. What? Homeless? What?
Yeah, I make bugs homeless by mowing the yard.
Oh, I get you.
And so that was another thing too. A couple weeks ago, I had to spend my time not mowing, but trying to destroy a wasp nest that they had built in a hole in our yard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you get them?
Yeah. It took. I had to buy cans of wasp killer, and literally, the hole was about this big round, like about how big the hole was, about that big round, and I filled it all the way to the top with wasp spray.
Oh my god!
I'm like, you guys are dying today. And
It's
then
a wasp genocide.
the first thing we tried doing was the gasoline. We poured gasoline down it, trying to kill them all. Didn't work. And instead, it made them angry. Made all the wasps really, really, really mad. So the next day, I had to wait for them to chill out and calm down. And then when they finally calmed down, I just filled the whole thing up.
Molten aluminum.
And then the very next day, not a single wasp was coming out of that hole.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do molten aluminum. I don't think we have anything around here to get it hot enough.
We don't have a blast furnace.
I know aluminum melts lower points, but I still don't think it's got to take Michael a long time out there with a lighter.
And you need a blast furnace. You need so you got to put them in this little cup, this that can withhold the heat, and then you put them in there, let them melt. You take out the impurities, and then you pour it. But you have to have a special kind of furnace for that, which we do not have, and they are expensive.
It's okay, Michael. I forgive you. We went to I can't say the word of the town, but we went to a town a little bit of ways to go to Spirit Halloween, and we ate at Chili's. That's where we went to go spend some time, as a family kind of thing. Does Missouri have alligators or crocodiles? Alligators.
I would say they don't have either. It's Missouri.
Yep, they've got alligators.
How do they have alligators?
I'm sure somebody flushed one down the toilet.
Man, have you seen? I was watching. I don't know what happened, but my TikTok today was just all animal videos. I don't know why. They're just literally. My first one was about 3 breeds of cats that are the most expensive cats in the world, or whatever.
Okay.
And one of these breeds was $125,000 on average.
Oh gosh, they found a dead croc or alligator.
It probably floated from Louisiana. Anyways, so yeah, there was one was $125,000. The Savannah cat apparently is about $25,000, which I wanted to call immediate bullshit on that. They said that it was the second most expensive cat. They're about $25,000. They're like, that's bullshit. There's no way that cat is $25,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people have Savannah, so I'm like, there's no way anybody's paying $25,000 for these cats. Sorry, it's not happening. And then on top of that, and then the very next post was a pet rescue. They were rescuing this homeless dog that just had their puppies. And then the next video was about miniature cows. Apparently this is a new. So literally, everybody is so tired of having cats and dogs now that they're making miniature cows that are pets. They're these literally super fluffy cows that don't get higher than about just above your knee.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, no, maybe about waist height. But they're cows, and they're pets. They treat them as pets. They're not good for meat. You can't eat them. So it's like, what? It's like, what?
Why?
Who wants a pet cow, and why? Have you seen the massive shits that they take?
I just
wouldn't clean that up.
No, I wouldn't want one.
And then apparently pet goats is a thing too. People are getting pet goats.
Yeah, I've seen the goat thing. Goats are really good to have around your farm if you have a farm or something like that. But
goat's milk.
Yeah, but not. I mean, you could eat them, you can drink them, you can.
Oh no, Diesel Man made another clip.
Oh no. I'll check them out after the stream's over, but
yeah.
I don't know if I like where this goes.
I don't even know where it's gonna go.
It's just horrible things. All right. Let's see.
You're not clicking that pen, are you?
No, I've had it out of my hand, thankfully. I'm just looking at this list. Last show that you binged watched.
Oh God! Last show that I've binge watched.
Or binge watching, either or.
Binge watching? Not really. I haven't really binge watched. Hang on, let me go look at my Crunchyroll history, because that was the last thing I watched was on Crunchyroll.
It was you guys who said it. If you get canceled, that's not my fault. Oh God.
Let me view my history.
At least I don't want to get canceled.
So, okay, the last three things that I've binge watched are all back to back to back on here. So it was Attack on Titan, because I was just rewatching it again because the supposed final episode's coming out in November. And then I watched Masamune's Revenge, and then I watched Zombieland Saga.
Has Patrick ever been on an IRL TV show? No. This is about as close to as an IRL TV show I've ever been on.
I have been on TV before. I was on TV twice, actually.
America's Most Wanted and Cops.
No. Baseball games.
Oh, they caught you? Were you the one, like, on the jumbo screen?
It was the broadcast. The broadcast on TV. So the very first one was at my very first Chicago Cubs game.
Okay.
And I was sitting there looking straight at home plate, and they caught my uncle picking his nose. And apparently the commentator said something about it. And then the other time I was caught on camera was I was in Cincinnati at another Cubs game, and a Cincinnati player hit a home run, and the ball was coming in our direction, and I reached up to grab it or to catch it, and somebody in front of me hit it with their hand and batted it away from me.
Oh.
But like you could see me sitting there go like that, trying to catch it. And the ball was right here. It was literally like, here's my mitt. The ball's right here. It was coming to me, and the person from me flicked it back because they were trying to catch it too.
A-holes. Now they got Mike on the kiss cam while he was eating cereal out of his pants.
What?
He got the zipper open and just like digging in.
But yeah, that's the only 2 times that I've ever been on TV. So
yeah, I don't think I've ever been on anything, any TV wise.
I thought you were in Chris Hansen's show.
Screw you, Mike. I am binge watching right now, or we're watching Trailer Park Boys on Netflix.
God.
It's actually.
Why did you watch Letterkenny? I told you to watch Letterkenny. Why don't you try to watch Letterkenny?
I don't know. This is it's in the queue. All right. But you're on.
Well,
YouTube.
Letterkenny's on Hulu.
But we're watching. We're in the middle, right? Like on season 3 or something like that now. I'll tell you that when the first season started, it was slow, but it's gotten a lot better.
I hear it can be rather humorous.
It
but
is
also a little extreme.
Yes, that too. It's actually pretty good. Like you have to get through the first season and kind of like understand it a little bit because the first season is a little dry, but the 3 of them are being like we ended up like at the end of every season they go back to jail, and
of course
at the end they're being chased because they're like growing drugs or whatever in the camper, and Bubbles is driving, which is one of the characters. He's the one with the really bad glasses.
The dummy looking one.
Yeah, he's the one that's driving, and they're both the other 2 are in the back seats, kind of thing. Well, they end up crashing, and the cops are after him, and he takes off, and I don't know what happens. Within a matter of seconds, Bubbles is tangled in barbed wire in a fence, and he's like, "Help me, guys! Get me out of here!" And they get him, they pull him up, and the cops get there, and they try to put them all in cops, and they're like, "Why are you doing this to that guy?" Talking about Bubbles. And he's like, he's not even with us. He's just the farmer here that we trying to help us. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta look after my cows and shit." And they ended up letting him go because he played it off so well.
Oh my God.
He got away with it. They're getting arrested, and he finds a bucket somewhere of feed, and he's like trying to feed the cows, like trying to make it look like so he doesn't go to jail.
Oh my God.
It's got its fun spots.
It's Canadian, so
It's decent, but that's what we're watching right now.
I figured you would have watched Better Call Saul again.
I have watched that quite often. I do like Better Call Saul. I do like Breaking Bad, but I think I've been through Breaking Bad 3 times now, and Better Call Saul I've been through twice.
It's because you want to learn how to make meth.
No, I thought about like trying to go to law school. But
law school? Patrick, I am sorry. If you go to law school and you become a licensed lawyer, I would never hire you as my attorney.
I will fight for you, Michael.
No, you would not. This is what would happen, okay? We would go to a trial or whatever, you would sit there and be like, Your Honor, my client is guilty of being a pervert.
Probably.
Being a pervert. And
He's got his hand in his pants right now.
I'd be like, Patrick, I'm not being charged for that. I'm being charged for something else. Be like, oh, Your Honor, my client is not guilty for that actual other thing, though. But he is guilty of being a pervert.
Yeah, that probably would be all right. That'd probably be about right.
So there you go. And then we would get contempt in court. And then we, just... But we would get yelled at by the judge and then have the book thrown at me. And then I would end up in a longer jail sentence. And I would look at you and be like, this is all your fault. And then after I would get out of jail, I'd sue you for malpractice.
I'm pretty sure that once you got out of jail, I would have already lost my license. So it wouldn't have mattered at that point.
I mean, it depends. You could lose your license if you are careless in a case, or
gosh,
I forget what all it takes for you to lose your if you're a prosecutor, you could lose your license if you falsely charge somebody, or if you seek too many too harsh of charges or whatever, and they're not somebody, you caught somebody with petty theft, and then you sat there and charged him with something exuberant, like fraudulent, whatever.
So I see you in there, and I'm like, yeah, Mike was caught taking out this gum wrapper. I want him to have the death penalty.
I would say, Your Honor, he's only mad because he caught me and his wife.
Caught you in my wife?
Yeah.
Get out of her! God, Mike.
Be like, Your Honor, he is biased against me because his wife loves me.
Oh, what the fuck ever. It's just so wrong. Let's see what else we got here. I asked you that you like to masturbate, and that was it. That was her.
What the fuck?
What's your favorite thing to do about your town, or what's the favorite thing about your town that you have? Is it the shootings?
Hate my town.
Is it the shootings?
No, this town is dog shit. People, do not move to where we live at all. Don't ever do it. That is the best advice I could ever give you in your life. Do not move here. This is a shithole of a town, and it's because it's a poor ass town. Nobody has money here, and the people that do have money live outside of the town.
That is true. Yeah, that's why I don't live there. I got money.
No, you don't live here because you would, Patrick. I'm sorry, you would not want to live here.
No, I would not.
Okay. I think where you live is perfect for you because you're on the outskirts of your town, on the very edge of the outskirts of your town. So you could be left alone. And I think it's also a place where your anxiety levels are depleted. So you feel good about where you live. If you lived here, your anxiety would be through the roof.
Well, that's why I'd have to live with you guys, so that way you guys could help me calm and deal with my anxiety problems.
No, we would tell you to take your drugs.
Get away from me! Go medicate.
Yeah, if you were like, I'm very clingy today, but Patrick, go take your drugs and go to sleep.
But I can't.
You're like, I will help you find your drugs. Where's your drugs?
So,
let's get your drugs.
So since you're saying that I live on the edge of town, would you classify that as that I'm edging?
Well, You're definitely not edging your wife, that's for sure.
Oh my God, Mike! Right back to the wife. What is it? There's not enough town for the town of town, George Washington or something. What the hell?
I thought Woody said that. This town. Oh no, he said this town ain't big enough for the two of us. That's what it is. But for some weird reason, he's got a snake in his boot.
There's a snake in my boot. He just meant that he's got to tuck his dick down in there.
Probably, or I don't know. Maybe Buzz Lightyear's trying to get it in.
You want to know why they call me Buzz Lightyear? Because I'm so fast. And I also have a vibrator installed in my head.
He lasts as long as a light year.
That's just wrong. Did you know that they're making a live-action Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, they are, and they're using Johnny Depp as Jack Skellington.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
What do we need? Okay, Patrick, I watched today's Nintendo Direct, which is basically like showcasing what Nintendo's got coming out.
Yep.
Put that away.
What? What is it?
Put that away! You're distracting me.
Hi, Mike. Have you seen my penis lately?
No, you haven't even seen your own penis lately.
Got a Diesel Man's leaving. He can't wait to watch us again Sunday. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday. But no, what were we talking about?
I was talking about Nightmare Before Christmas and
Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct. Okay, so I was watching the Nintendo Direct today. All right.
Okay.
Every single game that they have coming out is a remake or remaster. There is no new content.
They don't really,
nothing.
They don't really make new content anymore.
No, but like I literally I watched this thing and I was just like, what the hell? It's like everything everything in it is it's like literally remakes of this, remakes of that. So you know that one old racing game, what was it, F-Zero or whatever?
Uh-huh.
That you're turning into a battle royale.
Why?
I don't know why.
Okay, look, I get that sometimes battle royales are fun, but you don't need to make everything a battle royale.
So they're doing that. They're remastering Luigi's Mansion 2.
They could have remastered the first one.
No, they already did that, or they made an HD version of it. Yeah,
no, maybe they did. Okay.
They're bringing some Nintendo DS, old Nintendo DS titles to their. What is the thing that you can play the SNES, NES, and like the classics on?
You can do that on the Switch right now.
Yeah, they're bringing some Nintendo DS games to it.
Okay. So.
What else are they? Gotta remember what else they're doing. The only new thing that they had was literally a turn-based Mario game. Turn-based battle Mario game. Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's starting to fail. Like they're
like literally after I watched it, right, and then when I came home, the first thing on my YouTube recommend is this Nintendo Direct sucked. It's like literally there was like 4 videos in my thing of like high ranking YouTube and Twitch people that were like, guys, this is garbage. Like this is worse than Sony. Which here lately Sony has been getting the shit into the stick because they have their original titles or whatever, and then they their series or whatever, but they were only releasing like 2 or 3 brand new games a year, and everything else has been updates, remasters, and that's been it. It's like it's like okay, it's like oh, you have Sony, you have the PS5, right? You can make whole new games. Oh, here comes an updated version of The Last of Us, and okay, Sony, again, you have a PS5, you can make new games. Here comes an updated version of that Spider-Man game. It's like bring it to the next gen. It's like nobody wants this anymore. They'd be like, we've already played these games. We want something new. It's just that they're going through the same. The video game industry right now is going through the same problem that Hollywood is having. Hollywood won't make any new content. Like literally this year, the movies that have done the best have been originals. Sequels, awful. Remakes, like live action remakes of old Disney movies, done poorly.
Mm-hmm.
They're all doing poorly. So it's like Hollywood, take a hint. Nobody wants to see this content anymore. They want new stuff. You know, maybe take a risk, maybe make something new. They're unwilling to do it. The video game industry is starting to do the same thing.
Well, I saw.
Like, okay,
I don't know if it's anything connected, but I saw some reviews and stuff on the MW3, Modern Warfare 3, that's going to be coming out, and it's like 2 stars. Like, it's not doing too good.
Because it literally it looks like an expansion from Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
it doesn't look any different from Modern Warfare 2. So it's like, they were supposed to take a break this year. So what was supposed to happen was this year there was not supposed to be a Call of Duty game. The next Call of Duty game was supposed to come out next year. Activision cannot help themselves, and they wanted a Call of Duty game this year. They literally could not help themselves. So it's like, get us a Call of Duty game this year. So, oh, hey guys, here's Modern Warfare 3 that literally looks like Modern Warfare 2, and they turn it into Modern Warfare 3. Because like they're like, guess what? The first time ever, your progression from Modern Warfare 2 gets to carry over to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. So like your guns and your skins and everything.
Yeah, and nothing's changing.
So it's the same game.
Yeah.
Like, because it's the same source code. It's the same game. So it's like,
it's
awful.
It's all cash grabs, man. It's just whatever they can do to make a quick buck. That's literally what it is.
And it's terrible. And like I said, it's tanking Hollywood. It's going to tank the video game industry too. So it's like, it's literally right now the state. Like, we just got Baldur's Gate 3, which is probably going to be the game of the year because unilaterally praised by everybody, and nobody had really any complaints for it. Yeah, okay, Act 3 of the game is a bit laggy, has some performance issues, but they're well aware about that, and they're trying to fix it. Like, they're trying to bring updates to the game to fix the performance problems. And it's because it's newer content. So, like, Act 3 is the newest content, basically, to the game, and they're trying to fix that aspect. But no microtransactions. They said this game will never have microtransactions, ever. It is complete $60 game with free updates. Like, free updates to fix things to the game. Even if they do something like as an expansion, they will release it as free. Awesome. So, like, another character class or whatever, it'll be completely free.
That's good. And
you know what happened? The bigs in the gaming industry was like, this is unsustainable. This is not the norm. This should not be what is expected. And all the gamers clap back at them saying, no, this is what it should be all along. It should be this. You guys have been giving us garbage for years, and then the moment that this one thing happens, that no microtransactions, game's complete, boom, sales off the charts. Same thing with Elden Ring last year. Boom, sales off the charts. It's because everybody's done with unfinished live action games or live.
No, I get you.
Is it not live action, but you know what I'm saying? Like live service games. Yeah. They're done with it. It's exhausting. Like, which I get the point. I get it. Like, yeah, it is exhausting. Like, for instance, this year, Madden 24, they were saying, oh, this is like EA was saying this is going to be this is the best Madden they made, and yada yada yada. It's literally Madden 23, but in a worse condition than Madden 23 was.
Oh, they just repackaged this shit.
Like, I'm not even joking though. Like, everything about it, the animations are bad. The aesthetics, everything is bad. Why are there 2 people watching? Why do you think there should be nobody watching?
I think he's saying, why is there only 2 people watching?
Oh, I don't know, because
who knows? We're ranting and raving.
Yeah, ranting, raving, and everything else.
Did you? There should be like what 3?
100 plus. Well, we're not that big.
Yeah, I'd love to have 100 plus people watching. Did you see about the GTA 6 release that their game might be $150?
I did, and the moment I saw that, I said, I'm not buying it. If it's $150, I am not buying it, because there's no way. Like, why would I buy it? Why would I buy a $150 game, even if it's going to be a good game? Why am I paying out the ass for it?
Shouldn't have.
And they're like, And they're sitting there arguing, oh, it's a $2 billion budget. Blah, blah. I could care less. $2 billion budget? And like movies have huge budgets, and guess how much it is to go watch them at the movie theaters? $12. It's been $12 for the last 20 years. Or not 20 years, last 10 years. It's been $12 to go see a brand new movie. Okay? And and their budgets are only getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but they're not raising their ticket prices.
See, that's the thing,
So what's the excuse to say a game that's going to cost this much money? You're going to make that $2 billion, and then not only that, you're going to also make all that money back in GTA Online, because it's going to have a GTA Online. People are going to wail like crazy in that game, just like they have GTA 5. Okay? You're going to make all that money back.
I
selling it for $150 does you no favors, because no normal person's going to buy that.
I think their idea is going to be like what I feel like Diablo did is they made their game $60 or $70. You bought their game and they're like, we're done. You spot it, you spin it, you got screwed kind of thing. I feel like that's what's going to happen with the new GTA is you're going to spend that money and then they don't give a crap about the game anymore. Because they already got their money, and they're going to try to get as much as they can, suckling out of everybody as that they possibly can, and it's BS, man.
Well, my understanding is it's still got a ways away.
Well,
so
hey, Jay.
Diablo 4. No, he liked Diablo 4 until they screwed it.
It was basically Red Dead Online. They don't care about it. Well, they
knew Red Dead Online was not going to be very popular.
I am not a fan of Diablo 4 as much as I thought I was going to be. I enjoyed the storyline, but the end game just was horrific for me. It just was. I don't have the time to sit down and play 12 hours a day just trying to grind out stuff so I can continue to grind out stuff. Like, I don't have that time to do it. So to me, it's way too grindy for just being what I consider a single player. I know that there are other people in that game, but it doesn't matter. It is still, honestly, a single player game. You can go in there and you can play and fight raid bosses and other bosses and stuff, but in the end, you are still only playing by yourself. There is no real reason that game should take that long to grind. It's not World of Warcraft. You're not spending time in a tavern talking to other people with a keyboard. You're not. It's literally a single-player game that they're trying to make multiplayer, which I like the idea. It just did not get executed as well, and it kind of left me soured.
Yeah. Well, listen, Patrick. As much as we're into it, and I'd like to keep going, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to be somewhere in 20 minutes.
Mike has to carry Justin into work, so
I can't. He's too heavy.
He's getting fat.
No, he's not getting fat. He's just too heavy and my knee's bad.
Michael's got to cut the grass. Yep, Michael's got to cut the grass.
Yeah, you got a powerful enough flashlight?
Yeah. A flashlight, did you say?
Flashlight.
Could you imagine if you had a flashlight on the lawnmower, like the push mower, and as you're going,
I would be embarrassed.
That'd be freaking awesome. I
think you would get arrested for public indecency.
The first fleshlight powered lawnmower. Like,
oh. Okay, so now I have to get you the dildo and the fleshlight for Christmas. Okay.
Hey, that's gonna be one hell of a Christmas. But no, like, those like shake flashlights, right? Where you shake them to charge them, right? What if it was the same thing around with the lawnmower, but with the fleshlight, where every time you pump it, it generates a little bit of energy. So that way you don't have to use gas anymore on it. You can just push it while you're humping it.
Can you keep a boner up that long to be able to power that thing? Because that's going to take a lot of power.
I don't know.
You're going to have to fuck like a jackrabbit and then just keep fucking.
Be like, oh, I got to get this yard done. But I came 3 times back there around that bush.
Your balls are going to turn blue.
It's like, I'm so tired. I gotta get this yard done. It's like
you might lose some weight if you do it.
Probably. It's like, oh god, it's bogging down. All right,
we need to cut it.
All right. Good night, Mike. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining in our podcast. Good night.
Being stupid.
Yep.
Good night, guys.